what is the function then of Bitcoin? When I first heard about it, that was the dream, right? Was
Yep.
that we would all be able to have wallets of Bitcoin and crypto, and we would use it to pay, and we would bypass the traditional banking system
Yep.
and save a lot of money.
In theory, I think that was a great use case. I read the white paper. I was a big fan of that approach, right? Because it just gave people another option. But it hasn't been that, and I don't see when you have something that's valued at $100,000, and you're thinking, if you're a proponent, your thought is it can go to 200 or 300,000. So now, anytime I transact with it, I'm putting risk into that transaction because now I'm going to have buyer's remorse in a month when it doubles, and now I essentially, paid double for something that I shouldn't have.
The last point you mentioned was the high price.
Yep.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, because one, again, you were buying at a high, so you'd be taking taxpayer money to invest in something at an all-time high. Now, some things hit their all-time high and keep running. A lot of things hit their all-time high and then they level off. So you'd be buying at a high. So now your risk, in theory, is largely to the downside. So you'd then be using taxpayers' dollars to speculate, and then not only speculate, the odds are you're going to lose money on this transaction. Now, initially the price would run up because now you are creating artificial demand. So that is going to drive the price up. Just monotonically, it works that way.
Okay.
The problem is the reason a lot of the crypto proponents, in my opinion, want the government in is they're running out of people to invest. They are running out of the word, in economics is dumb money, but they're even running out of retail investors to find it, right?
Right.
I live in New York. I saw on a bodega that says you can buy Bitcoin at the bodega at their machine. By the time we're at that point, it's too late. We've already missed it. I think all the money that's in there, and now people are saying, well, the only way we can get it to go up, because it has no value, it has no intrinsic value.
There's no intrinsic value.
Yeah, it has no stream of cash flows, right? They're going to say, hey, if these facts change, it'll make it worth more.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that makes it worth more is someone else wants to buy it. So what would be the best thing if you're a current crypto holder to happen? The U.S. government come in with $76 billion and say, let's go.
Well, and then promise to buy more every year forever and to never sell it.
You're putting, again, so much taxpayer risk into an asset class that's new, volatile, has a large history of frauds. To me, it's almost all risk, and the reward is price gain. But what does that do? Again, if we're thinking about values and what the government should be doing, do I want the government speculating, again, on an asset class that doesn't provide back to the state? The answer to me is no.
Well, and then if the idea is that the government will never sell its Bitcoin, that destroys the argument that it will help pay off the national debt.
Right. Yeah, it's those work in conflict.